Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. This is Pisces Tarot and Advice. My name is Monica. Hi, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to have a look at what the day holds for us. Some advice for our highest good. Well, Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. New beginning after a loss. Oh, yeah, definitely. And Ten of Swords. Okay, we'll see if that pops back up in the reading. It could just be a side message telling you that there's a new beginning after you've experienced a very, very difficult loss. Okay, that new beginning, I don't know, it could be a new job, a new person coming into your life. It could be getting pregnant, whatever the case may be. Okay, Seven of Cups with the Page of Swords. I get a sense of, so what I heard was something to the effect of, if you won't make a choice, we'll make it for you. So it's almost like, and I feel like that's your spirit team. It's your spiritual team. You've been procrastinating about something, curious, not sure. Yeah, Two of Swords, not really ready to make a decision. Could be to do with a commitment with the Hierophant there. And it's almost like they're saying, okay, well, you've had your time to think, you've had your time to figure it out. If you're still not going to do it, we've been sending you signs and symbols and synchronicities. There's something where it feels like a decision will be made for you, for your highest good. Okay. So what's going on for Pisces placements at this time? What do they need to know for their highest good? Thank you in advance for liking, sharing, for commenting. Thank you so much for your comments. I love reading all your stories and your feedback and interacting with you that way. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I love seeing us grow together. Okay, let's see what's going on for Pisces at this time. Okay. So this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted at this time, and these are going to be the developments we can expect to see happen. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Here's that decision message again. A fair and just decision. Okay, so if you're doing all the right things and you're staying above board, following the rules, that decision will be in your favor. If you've been doing messed up stuff, illegal, immoral, unethical, you may not like the decision, but for the most part, I don't think my viewers would do anything like that. So if this is something where someone else has done something to wrong you, there's a decision made in your favor, not theirs, because you've been doing everything right, following the rules. Charlie. Ugh, sorry, guys. Charlie. Bravo, mommy. Sorry. Baby talk comes out when I talk to my cats. I apologize. It is what it is. King of Pentacles in the current situation, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your wealth, your stability. The challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. Not feeling in control of a situation, or the challenge is actually taking a chance on something might be a challenge. With the Justice card, again, I feel like there's a decision that just goes above your head. It's going to be made for you, is the way I feel here. Six of Pentacles in the Foundation. It could be to do with something where a balance needs to be had or a balance needs to be restored. It's to do with what someone deserves. Justice with the Six of Pentacles. Making amends. Making something right. In the recent past, we have the World. A big cycle wrapping up. Coming to full completion with the World. And with the World, it usually involves some sort of change in your status. So once you get to the point of wrapping up, okay, you either change your status and you go from single in a relationship, or from being in a relationship to being single, or from dating to engaged, from engaged to married, from unemployed to employed, from doing one type of job, having one job title, to having a different job title. Does that make sense? Okay, where you live could change. Is that kind of a big change, okay, when it comes to the World energy? A few heavy hitters, majors here. On the mind, we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This is also something that you want, something you're very drawn to, or how someone else views you. And what's going on in today's energy? We have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Seven of Swords, some sort of plan, strategy, not showing your cards, and the Six of Wands. I feel like I'm getting a couple of mixed scenarios here, so I'm going to try to give you all the examples that I'm getting. For some of you, a decision is being made, is taken out of your hands. Something, it gets wrapped up, but you're secretly happy that this happens because now you're free to go pursue something else you want. I feel like a partnership, a previous commitment, that is what is now ending, changing status, because this is a separate situation. This is where you've been in a contract, you've been in a commitment, you've been in a partnership, collaboration of sorts. And I feel like it may have been long lasting, or it may have been stable at some point. It's just something else has come on the scene where it makes you feel things they haven't felt in a long time. It gets you all inspired. It gets your creative juices going. You're very attracted to this thing, this person. You're very drawn to it. When you think about it, it makes you happy. When you see this person, you start smiling like an idiot. You can't even control it, right? The challenge is something had to change, a big situation, right? Status change type situation, in order for you to be able to give to this, okay? I feel like you've been doing something out of a sense of responsibility. So this is where you are, let's say you're in a relationship, but you're really taken by someone else, right? Maybe you've been in that relationship a long time. Maybe now it's more a chore, a work, responsibility. You've been there forever. You have a lot of history together, so you're just going to stick with that, right? But whatever the case may be, you did the responsible thing. You didn't cross any lines. You didn't cross any boundaries. You were true and loyal to your current commitment, okay? Even though you really wanted to go for the other thing. Now the universe is stepping in, and it's almost like it's rewarding you for having been responsible in this, for having been loyal in this current situation that you were in when this other thing came in. Does that make sense? And so even though this is an ending, a big change here, you're secretly quite happy because now you get to pursue this thing that really gets you all excited, okay? Person, job opportunity, collaboration opportunities, the same thing. You were in something, you saw something else come in, you liked the new thing, you were very drawn to the new thing, you were very attracted to the new thing. You said, no, this isn't right. I made a promise here, I made a commitment here, I'm going to see it through. And so the universe is saying, well, what you were in was supposed to end anyway, but it's almost like you were being tested on how you were going to go about it. And you didn't want to make that decision, going back to that decision being made for you. You didn't want to make that decision because you said, well, there's no reason for me to walk away from this. It's not right. It's not fair. It wouldn't be fair to the other person or the other party involved. So I'm going to see this through, and I'm going to keep my commitment and keep my promise. And so the universe is now saying, karma, fate, say you chose to stay. You chose to stay and fulfill a promise or a commitment. And so now karma is stepping in and saying, well, that new thing that you're drawn to and attracted to, that is what is meant for you anyway. And because of how you fulfilled your responsibilities and fulfilled your promise in your previous contract, in your previous commitment, we are now freeing you up from that in order for you to pursue this new situation. Does that make sense? Because this very much looks like a partnership. It could be a couple or a business partnership, collaboration, a contract between two parties. And this is often, the Queen of Wands often shows up as the other woman or the other party, okay? Something external to a current commitment, okay? So, that is a decision that is being made for you. And even though it's not something within your control, you're quite happy, you know? Let's keep it real. You're like, I'm really happy that this is how it's happening. You know, you're not looking to, you're just like letting that wheel turn, and you're like, Jesus, take the wheel. Let's see where I end up. Because there's a lot of, yeah, there's definitely divine intervention. So you were tempted, tested, you stayed true, you stayed loyal, and now you're being released from what you chose to stay loyal to, because it was supposed to end anyway, in order to pursue this new thing that is what is meant for you at this time. Does that make sense? And on an internal level, same thing. You made a decision, you made a promise to yourself, perhaps, okay? It doesn't have to involve other people. There was a temptation for you to break that promise to yourself. I'm never going to go back there. That's my promise to myself. And then there was a temptation for you to go back there. And you said, no, I made a promise to myself to stay true, to walk this path. This is what I'm going to do. And so the universe is now rewarding you. They're telling you you've learned your lesson. You're now able to control yourself, or you're able to make healthier choices. You're able to stick to the commitments you make to yourself. It doesn't even have to involve anyone else. As a result, if you still want this, there you go. You're free to go pursue it. No guilt, no, you know what I mean? This is something new. I want to say that. I want to make that clear. This isn't about going back to an ex or going back to, all right? This is something new that's come up on the scene as you've been dealing with a current promise, contract, commitment, okay? I don't know what the boys are doing. Give me strength. Okay. Let's get more cards out here for Pisces. Let's clarify this, because it's a very interesting reading, slightly bizarre, but nothing surprises us, does a Pisces? So let's see. King of Pentacles in the current situation, the Knight of Swords. There could be some conflict, chaos. You're not, you're not sure if you're coming or going at this point, because the Wheel of Fortune does show up as the challenge. King of Wands. Yeah, this is where you're exiting one partnership. You're exiting something that has become work, a chore, a responsibility, stagnant in a way. Okay, it's stable in that you know it, you're familiar with it, but there's no growth. I feel like it's plateaued, whatever this is. And you're being put in a different contract, a different partnership, a different commitment, where there's new life there with the Wands energy. It's excitement, it's different, you're different, and so this thing that's coming in matches who you are now. I feel like the commitment you were in previously matched who you were at a point in time, but you've grown, you've changed, you've leveled up somehow, and now you're being put in a partnership, a contract, a commitment that matches your new level. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right. Six of Pentacles in the foundation. Four of Swords. Yeah, see? You chose, again, you chose to be responsible. You chose to be fair to your current contract. You chose to keep your promise. You chose to keep your commitment, despite how you felt about the new opportunity that came on the horizon. Okay? You didn't take any action on that. You said, no, I'm in this commitment. I made a promise. This is what I'm doing. Okay? The World in the recent past, the High Priestess, definitely a lot of internal growth, internal transformation. As a result of, prior to this test and as a result of this test, okay? You reiterated a commitment you had made. And you also kind of reiterated your own values, your own morals, your own principles, and you stuck by them, okay? Queen of Wands on the mind. Hangman, yeah. This is something you chose not to act on, but it's something you could not get out of your head. Whatever you did, wherever you went, you came back to this thing, this person, this opportunity, this idea. If this is where you've been working for someone else for years and years and years, and you had this amazing idea all of a sudden to go on your own, to become an entrepreneur, and you said, no, I'm in a contract, I'm going to do the responsible thing, okay? But you couldn't stop thinking about that idea. You couldn't stop thinking about what it would be like for you to work for yourself, to get that idea going. How would you go about it? And that's the only thing you could think about, no matter what you did, right? Despite that, though, you stayed true to whatever current responsibility and commitment you had. I'm just giving you different examples so that you can hopefully understand what I'm seeing in this energy better, okay? So in the outcome, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, fire, 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 Aries energy. You're definitely coming out of something. You're letting something end. You're not making you didn't make the decision to end it yourself because you deemed that to be unfair to the other person or the other party involved. You thought, if I wanted to do that, I would be selfish. It wouldn't be fair to the current contract I made, okay, the current promise I made. So you didn't make that decision, and you stay true to your values, your morals, your promises, okay? Universe is stepping in. I feel like there's a lot going on, and somehow things are falling apart or things are falling away. And with the Seven of Swords, you're just kind of letting it happen, and at the same time making your way towards the exit. And you're going to be reaching out to this new thing, new person, new opportunity, because you recognize that that's your happily ever after. Okay? What else for Pisces here? The Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Fool is this Knight of Swords energy here, where the previous partnership, the previous contract has a problem with you walking away. But with the Fool, you're being released from this in such a way where it's done the right way. There's nothing for you to feel guilty about. There's nothing for you to feel ashamed about. I don't know if what is coming to an end is because someone else was lying, someone else was doing something untoward, someone else was not keeping their end of the bargain, okay? Because this is also in the foundation. You were given, maybe the other person was just taking, not pulling their weight. And there is an element of deceit here somehow with Seven of Swords. So it could be, for example, if that's the situation, you were in a relationship, you were very attracted to someone else, but you stay true to your commitment because I'm in a relationship, I'm going to see this through, I'm going to do this the right way. I can't just up and leave this because that wouldn't be fair to the other person. I'm going to see this through, right? There's going to be something coming out to the effect of the other person has been lying, cheating, flirting with other people, doing things they shouldn't be doing. They were not loyal to you the way you were loyal to them. That gets you very happy, okay? Have you ever had that happen to you? I have. Where it's like someone messes up, okay? Like what they're doing is so unfair to you, but you're just so happy about it because it's like, oh my God, now I don't have to worry about this. Now I don't have to feel guilty about just walking away. Now I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to struggle with the decision. Should I walk away? Should I not? This just makes everything easier. And it takes a burden off my shoulders. And I'm just going to go towards what I want to go towards now without any sort of shame, guilt, anxiety, any of that. That's what I'm seeing, Pisces. That's what this is. And despite the fact that this person messed up, they have an issue with you walking away. They might try to flip it on you, like you've been doing something untoward all along, because otherwise, why would you have something else to go to lined up already? You know what I mean? But you're just so done with this. You're just like, see ya. Take whatever you want. I don't care. Keep my stuff, burn it. I don't care. I got this thing that's been waiting for me. This person, this idea, this opportunity that makes me so happy and so excited, and I want to see where it goes. I just want to see where it goes. Okay, Pisces, that is what I'm seeing here. That is what I'm seeing. If it's about a job, it's the same energy. You chose to be loyal to something, and what's coming out now is they have not been loyal to you. So you're like, deuces, I don't have to feel guilty about leaving. Thank you. Thank you for lying to me. Thank you for not fulfilling your part of the contract. You just made my life so much easier. I don't have to feel guilty about even considering walking away from this contract. You just made that decision so much easier for me. Okay? If it's a situation where you want to go pursue something for yourself, but you're so tied to your family and they rely on you for everything or whatever, or a member of the family, I don't know. And you've got this amazing opportunity, but it's just for you. Not everyone gets to come. And you've been feeling kind of guilty about it, you know? Like if I were to pursue that, I would have to walk away from my family, or I wouldn't be available to them as much, and they rely on me for everything. You were sacrificing yourself, your opportunity, for this responsibility, okay? For this promise that you have made previously, right? What's coming out is, actually, they can work. They just choose not to. Okay, so you're like, oh, cool. Then good luck to you. You go find a job that you can take care of yourself then. You don't need me. Or the money they told you that they were spending on, I don't know, bills and all that kind of stuff. You find out they've been buying all sorts of, I don't know, bags, shoes, irrelevant, unnecessary things, splurging, you know, and you're like, oh, well, thank you. Thank you for taking my money, stealing my money, lying to me about what you do with the money I work very hard for. You just made my life so much easier. I'm not responsible for you. You're choosing to do these things. You're capable of working for yourself, and you're choosing not to. That's a you problem. I don't have to sacrifice myself for that, right? I was kind of okay doing that when I felt like, you know, you were helpless and hopeless, and I was your only hope in the world, and I was your only source of support. But you've been taking the mick, as they say in the UK, right? Well, I want to say something else, but I can't on YouTube. But yeah, you've just kind of been living life on my back. And I don't have to sacrifice myself anymore. I can drop this and go do what I want to do. And that is what is happening, Pisces. That is what is happening. You passed the test with flying colors. Celebration. Yeah. Happily ever after energy. Victory. Cutting ties because of the truth being spoken, exposed. You're making a very different choice and a very different commitment. You're entering in a different commitment as a result of this. And it's one that is, look at it, in line with who you are. And it will take you to your happily ever after. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. This is marriage, family. This is settling down. This is home-based business taking off and doing very well for you forever. This is the job you can be with, in the company you can be with until you retire and just grow. And it just brings stability and harmony and growth to your life. Okay? Pisces, this is amazing. Oh my God, this is so amazing. I get this feeling. Has that ever happened to you? Comment and let me know. Or is it just me that I'm the only weirdo? Where someone's been lying to me and I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so happy you've been doing that because I don't have to feel guilty about leaving you behind now. Thank you. Oh my God, or someone's been stealing or cheating and you're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It frees me up now of all guilt and you know what I mean? Oh my God, that's hilarious. But yeah, let me know if you've ever experienced that, Pisces, because that is such a Pisces thing, I think. And people are looking at you like you're insane. Like, didn't you hear what they just said? They just said they stole your money. And you're like, yeah, I heard. I'm happy. You're happy about that? Yeah. People look at you like, what the? But to you, what matters most is that you're free from that situation. You have to deal with it and you have to feel guilty about leaving it or considering leaving it. That's more important to you. You're like, take the money, keep the money. The fact that I don't have to feel guilty about leaving you behind is the best thing in life, right? Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay, this is for everyone. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay. Yes, Charlie. So let's see. Guidance and advice for my subscribers choosing groups 1, 2, 3, or all of them. And remember, these can be quite literal. This could be for the question you have on your mind, or if you're open to just receiving general guidance. And I am asking for guidance for my subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It will make the readings, I do anyway, feel a bit more personal to you. Because by subscribing, you're kind of giving me permission to tap into your energy as well. Do you know what I mean? That's how I do things anyway. I don't know about other readers. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. I get corrections. typos, mistakes in spelling. For some of you are reviewing paperwork, contracts, taking tests or exams, reviewing your paperwork. Hat, you will be playing a different role. I'm telling you, status change. Okay, you stay there. Okay. Okay. Your cards are flying today, Pisces. All right, group number 1. Seahorse, family matters. And Vine, seek out information that will help you. So I'm seeing for some of you visits to the doctor, visits to the fertility doctor for some. Or that's advice, something you can do. Seek out information, get a second opinion when it comes to fertility. If you're looking after anyone in your family, dealing with any sort of health issue, this is asking you to get a second opinion. Or your own health, get a second opinion. For those of you, there's something where the answers that you're looking for are within your own family or within your own community. Okay, so if you've been looking kind of really externally to you, I feel like there's something closer to home that is the answer. So I don't know how that applies if you've been looking for jobs in different cities because you thought there's nothing going on where you live. Look again at where you live because there's something coming up there, okay? It's going to be available to you or point you in the right direction somehow. Group number 2, we have Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And Throne, position of authority. So be careful of people trying to put blame on you where it's not warranted, or trying to make you responsible for things. You can say no. You can absolutely say no, okay? This could be boss, manager, this could be an elder in your family, some sort of figure of authority in your family. One sec. Sorry, yeah, so someone trying to make you responsible for their burden somehow, you don't, that's a damn problem, okay? I'm just going to put that out there. If you decide you want to take something on, make sure it's your choice, your decision, okay? Group number 3, Crown, honor and respect will come to you. And Firecracker, excitement. So some sort of recognition is on its way to you, group number 3, for job well done, for being a great person. Parties being thrown for you in your honor. I don't know if you got birthdays coming up or someone, depending on your sign, like your moon, your rising, I don't know, but or some sort of celebration being thrown in your honor as a thank you, or to celebrate a specific milestone that you're reaching, okay? But you've got some excitement coming up, okay? Some sort of surprise party or surprise recognition, something along those lines, okay? That could just be flowers from your friends, family, spouse, or gifts, even jewelry for something along those lines, okay? Pisces, that is what I have for us today. A bit of a longer reading, but the actual tarot part was quite interesting, so I'm really looking forward to your thoughts on that one, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.